Hello everybody, it's Harris here with the Chelsea Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome back to the Business Spotlight Series. I am joined today by Joe Sharp with Printer Source Plus. Joe, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining me. We are upstairs at the Ugly Dog Distillery. Just checking it out. Your first time up here, right?
First time, it's amazing up here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, they do a great job. It's a really fun dynamic change from downstairs to upstairs.
Yes.
It kind of creates two different atmospheres for people. Well, thank you for coming out to Chelsea. Now, you guys are predominantly located. Your main office is where?
In Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but you guys service obviously the entire area.
Yeah, correct. We go all the way down to the Ohio border, all the way up to St. John's, all the way over to Ann Arbor, and all the way to St. Joe's.
Oh, heck yeah! All right.
So we got quite a area that we service.
Yeah, that's big. That's pretty much the entire southwest region of Michigan. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
One other big thing about our business is we're part of a group called ENSN, which is an elite group of Epson dealers.
Okay.
So say that we land a franchise, here in the Michigan area, or a franchise gets landed outside of the Michigan that we have, Duncan Aviation, for instance. We
Okay.
got awarded this contract because it was landed at corporate in Lincoln, Nebraska, but because we are the elite dealer for Michigan, we take over that contract for the dealer out in Nebraska.
Oh, that's awesome. It seems like a good deal for you guys. That works out
Absolutely.
well.
And it
Yeah.
goes both ways. Like
Sure.
we have a employee agency from Jackson that has locations across the country. We're able to service all those across the country also because we're in this partnership. So that's huge.
That's huge. Yeah, that shows a lot of trust in what you guys are doing from that organization.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good. Well, so speaking of which, why don't you give us a little bit of background? That's usually how we like to start things out. What brings you to Printer Source Plus, to Jackson, to Chelsea?
Yeah, absolutely. I started off in the manufacturing industry at a place called Mackey.
Okay.
Me and my mother wanted to bring a solution to the area for a lesser cost, more cost-efficient ink and toner. That's what we started off as Rapid Refill of Jackson. We quickly grew to become the #1 Rapid Refill franchise out of them all across the United States, including ones in big cities like St. Louis, Eugene, Oregon, where there's major colleges.
Sure.
Little Jackson became the #1 store, and we carried that spot until we left the franchise.
Okay.
We ended up leaving the franchise because we wanted to branch out into printers and copiers and stuff. The franchise wanted us to stay small, within the realm of just printer or just ink and toner.
Yeah.
Well, we had a bigger vision on what we wanted to do with it, so we left the franchise, became Printer Source Plus, which is our own entity, and now since 2014 we've stepped into the copier printer world, software solutions, stuff like that, where we offer plotters all the way down to your desktop printer.
Well, that's very cool. Yeah, it seems like it's fun to leave a success and move into another success, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you want. Just getting bigger and better.
That's right.
That's very cool. And then you guys specifically, though, so just to talk a little bit about your specific services, you guys service or offer the Epson products, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I know recently they've had a little bit of a transformation as a company and done some cool stuff. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for asking about that. Epson, we're a provider that offers the laser solution and a new inkjet solution that's out. So we have HP, Kyocera, Lexmark, all that stuff also. But what's more important is we have a more economical, a more sustainable solution to bring because it has 85% less electricity usage, 65% less consumables, and we're able to get your color printing back down to where, the national average for color printing is between 8 and 12 cents, somewhere in there. With these, we're able to almost cut it in half for your color printing.
Oh, wow.
So we have a video out there that Patrick did of me that literally is bringing color back, So it's kind of funny, but that's the truth. Because the reason why it's so important to bring color back, children learn better when their words are in color. It's a 76% statistic that they will retain that more if the words are in color. To me, that's what it's all about, is we need to get this back into the schools, get it back into the churches. We're really helping big time right now. We're able to drop their, almost cut it in half. what they're
That's awesome. I mean, that's what you want, right? So if you're a business owner out there, you can be environmentally conscious while also cutting your bill in half, potentially by speaking with Printer Source Plus. So smart move on that one.
Correct.
Yeah, that's great. And can you speak a little bit to that? I know the inkjet. He was telling me there was something kind of new age about the technology on that.
So all inkjet, except for the Epson new piezo print head technology, all inkjet is thermal.
Okay.
Meaning it has to heat the ink up to a boiling point to push it out of the print head.
Okay.
This does not heat it up. This is cold print, so there's not any, the Epsons were famous for gumming up, clogging. No more.
Gotcha.
It can't.
'Cause there's
It
no
uses, it uses electricity and mechanical pressure to push it out now, so there's no clogging.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, we've got these machines from, anywhere from your desktop that are 15 pages per minute to 100 page per minute full-blown copiers with finishers, folders, everything on them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like you got got all the good stuff. So you mentioned Pat a second ago, and I know that you wouldn't bring this up, but he told me a little, I wouldn't call it a secret, but something pretty cool. This year you were honored with 2 awards at the Jackson Chamber.
Yeah, that was very cool.
We're very happy to have you coming over here and being with the Chelsea Chamber, but with the Jackson Chamber, which is a great local chamber of commerce, they gave you Small Business Person of the Year,
Yes, sir.
as well as Ambassador of the Year.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. I give it a lot to the Lord, honestly. Since I've been, helping broaden His kingdom, my kingdom's been getting broader. So.
Well, there you go. I have to imagine that's not usual for someone to win both of those awards
Yeah.
in the same year.
First time ever in Jackson that someone's won those. I'm very honored by it and humbled by
And that's very cool. Yeah, they have a really good reputation as a chamber of commerce, so I imagine that award comes with quite a bit of prestige. So
it. I love the Jackson
congratulations.
Chamber.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
just like I'm getting involved in the Chelsea Chamber. I just love being part of the community and
it's the way to do it.
and actually getting involved, not just joining the chamber and hoping for the best. Join the chamber, get involved. Come
Yep.
over, to Sights and Sounds. I'm coming over here Thursday. Patrick told me all about it. That's an unbelievable event.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I've
it's
heard
a lot
so
of
much
fun.
good stuff about it, and touching. We've had customers in the Chelsea area for a long time
Sure.
that we've taken care of. So talking to, some of my current customers, they're all like, you got to come down and check
Yeah.
this out. So,
Yeah, it's
we'll
sweet.
be
We got
down
7 weeks left on that, so
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great stuff. We're glad to have you. That's one of our favorite things we started doing recently is that little vendor market for the chamber members, so that you guys can just set up right on Main Street for free. And
Seriously, that is amazing that you
Yeah.
guys offer that. And Pat had a lot of success with it, when he
yeah.
came down.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. That's
Yeah.
what we want. Obviously, that's wonderful. I appreciate you telling me about what you guys are doing. We're very excited to. I know you've already been in the Chelsea area, but it's fun to put a face to the name and have you guys getting more and more involved. And congratulations again. Now, one thing we always like to do is finish with something a little bit of fun. And from what I understand, you've got a playlist that's just rocking at your office all the time.
Yeah, we like to listen to the new Christian rock.
Okay. What do you guys call it again? It was what did Pat call it?
Praise and worship.
Praise
That's
and worship.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
start every morning out at 8:05 in our office with a prayer.
Oh, that's
how
great.
we start our day every day.
I'm sure that builds a lot of team camaraderie and everything too, having that connection in the office. That's great. That's wonderful.
does.
Well, thank you again for coming by and chatting with us.
Thank
And
you for inviting me. This is wonderful.
oh yeah, and thank you for joining the chamber. And we're excited to see you in town. So if you're out there and you see the Printer Source Plus people, make sure to stop by and say hi. And if you're looking for printer solutions, I would check out printersourceplus.com.
Yeah, thank you.
Printersourceplus.com, and they're on Facebook and all those things as well. So thank you everybody, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.